Hi, my name's Shannon. I'm now a mentor, but I started out being a mentee. I first came to the program about 5 years ago. I was sitting in jail doing 18 months of a 3-year prison term.
I'm Chris. I am the product of a really great mentor, and I joined the mentoring program because it was necessary. I needed to change, I wanted to do something different, and I was in jail.
I've tried many different Bible studies and church groups while I was in jail or prison before, but what really struck a huge chord with me was, as Chris mentioned, the flyer that they put in the dorms. The flyer said that it was a minimum 6 months aftercare upon release.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that was huge. That was huge. Because every time I've been to prison or jail before, I've gone to the churches, I've, done the Bible thumping and all that. But then once I got out, I stayed good for a little while, but irregardless, I would always stay away from the church. Mm-hmm. I never sought a church. I never tried to get any spiritual healing.
I've been out of jail for 2 years and some change. It wasn't easy. There are moments when you go to these meetings with your mentor where prior to going, you're just bogged down with stress, where you're going to live next, sometimes what you're going to eat. And I don't go to the meetings looking for an answer. I just go to the meetings and I let the Lord move through myself or through my mentor. And every time I've left the meeting, I've always left in higher spirits. I've never left a meeting and been still crestfallen. I've always left the meeting like that was something I needed. And after a while, you'll begin to look forward to it. It'll be one of the highlights of your week. And it's just a group of men helping a group of men.
Six months aftercare.
Aftercare.
What did that mean to you when you read that?
To me, that meant, oh my goodness, these guys are actually going to stay in contact with us and mentor us for a minimum 6 months upon release. Mm-hmm. For me, that was huge. Mm-hmm. Because every time I've ever gotten out, all that Bible thumping, all that church stuff I did while I was locked up went to the wayside. Right. And so for me, if I could continue my spirituality with a mentor upon release, to me that was a huge step in being successful.
So here's the deal. We offer a class for men incarcerated in San Diego County Jail. These classes meet twice a month. They center on prayer and Bible study. The classes are Christian and open to all men of any faith or no faith. For any man who faithfully attends the class for at least 6 months, we offer a mentor who will meet one-on-one with that man. The mentoring sessions begin while the man is inside. The two men continue to meet after his release. The mentoring relationship will continue for 6 months after release.
And you can tell they're not getting paid to do it. They're just out there trying to help. So I brought my girlfriend to a meeting because that's encouraged a lot of times, to bring your significant other. And she mentioned, well, she's not from the States. And when she came to the States about 5 years ago, she just found it, that capitalistic spirit was too much for her. Where she's from, they tell a story about America. And she's from Northeast Africa, Burundi to be exact. And she was well off. So she didn't have any issues. She went to private school her whole life, a Belgian private school. She's a native French speaker. And the dream, the American dream story is sold to them still to this day. And when she got here, she realized this isn't what she expected. And she felt like America was more all about the dollar. She said specifically, America's about the dollar. Everything's about the dollar. And she didn't think that there were people who still existed in America who were like my mentors, the people who started the mentoring program. And it was just a delight to her. She was delighted that these people still, the people like Bishop Tom and Shannon and Dixon and all the guys involved in the mentoring program. It was just a peaceful thing for her that I was involved, firstly, with these kind of human beings, and that these human beings still exist in America. She was dumbfounded and just happy that these people were still, there were people out there who would help you with no expectations. Because oftentimes, even our friends will help us, but there has to be something in for it, some kind of incentive. But with this group of men, there's no incentive for them to help you other than to see you do well and to walk the walk, which is what it's all about, walking Christ's walk.
Hi, so I'm Tom, and I'm a deacon, ordained, and I've been doing prison ministry on and off since '71. I got started in prison ministry because I'm the product of a lifer, if you will, and I knew what it was like to visit as a kid visiting, looking at my father through glass, and trying to talk to him on a phone. So those memories are etched in my mind, and I have been trying to do things to help children not experience what I experienced. So having said that and putting that in a shelf, I was one of those guys that would go on a Saturday or a Sunday inside, whether it was in New Jersey or in Pennsylvania or here in California, and do Bible study and bring communion. And it was great, and I'd run into wonderful guys, and man, they wanted to find a way to change their life. And then they'd get out, and 6 months later, the ones that were sort of buffed on the inside came back looking like they were from the central portion of Africa where they haven't had anything to eat for a long time. And the ones that were sort of healthy and smiling and well-groomed looked like they'd been through the mill. So it was a cycle. I'd meet them, they'd get out, I'd meet them again, they'd get out, and realize we had to do something different. And I can say that for myself personally, had I not had a series of mentors in my life, I wouldn't be in front of this audience. You wouldn't be seeing me. I'd be one in need of a mentor, probably an orange or red jumpsuit. So that's why we changed it up. I've been involved in Kairos. Kairos is a great event, once a quarter in houses. A lot of volunteers go in, and there's cookies and there's prayer, and guys get all excited. And then the weekend ends, and the guys go back to their cell, and they watch TV, and they do what they do. And we said we need to do something different. So the mentoring program begins on the inside, and the beginning on the inside is really to understand guys who truly want to change. And it morphs into a relationship with someone other than myself or the other instructors, to a member in the community that wants to walk with their brother. Don't want to get too churchy here, but Matthew 25 suggests that we all visit the incarcerated just as we clothe the naked and feed the hungry. So, yeah, all of us, we're just people who believe it's important to help our brother. So we're farmers, we plant seeds, and with many of the folks that we are in relationship with, those seeds sprout into beautiful trees. That's what this is about.